Life isn't easy. It's not. It's just not. And yet so often our tricky brains, our unruly, chaotic, frightened brains, our self-conscious, self-critical brains simply start running the show. I'm sure you know the drill. It's late, it's dark, it's quiet. The whole world seems to be sleeping except you. And you're lying there thinking, worrying, catastrophizing, regretting. You're lying there kind of suffering. So what do? Well, here's a tip. Bring awareness to the threat system mode. Slow down and calm yourself with some soothing rhythm breathing. Activate your compassionate self, that part of you that is wise, strong, courageous, and deeply, deeply kind and caring. And write yourself a letter. I'll show you what I mean. I've been having a busy time lately. A few stresses have converged these last couple of weeks. A bit about work, a bit about health, and I've had some tricky nights having trouble getting to sleep. So I decided to try to help myself through all this over the last week by writing myself a compassionate letter each night before bed, Monday through Friday. And so I thought I would share my letters here to give you a bit of a sense of how these kinds of letters might sound. Of course, this is just me, doing my best, finding my own way. They aren't perfect letters. They're not meant to be. The idea is just to write yourself a letter that validates your experiences and feelings, reassures or assures yourself that you're doing okay, affirms your strengths and positive qualities and achievements, and encourages you in terms of what to do next that might be most helpful. So here are my 5 compassionate letters to myself. Monday, 29th of August 2022. Dear Stan, it's been a madcap day today. The big stressor is this conference you have coming up, just 2 weeks away. And the lineup for presenters is excellent, with just one gap to fill. And this is so important to you, but also stressful. Plus, in the back of your mind is those couple of health concerns, although you've sorted out the appointments and are just waiting for the time to pass. I really appreciate the way you've been trying to stay calm and even upbeat about it. And you really put your mind to it today, especially regarding the conference. You seem to tap into something very accepting and authentic, which was powerful. I realise the heart rate is up and the anticipation is mounting. And I can see you're doing your best with all that. Some soothing rhythm breathing, some relaxing music, and use some calm and peaceful imagery tonight when you go to bed. By the way, it was great that you fitted in some exercise today with the new personal trainer. Great to be back into that. So generally, well done. A big day, pretty stressful, but you put in a lot of effort to both achieve some things and also stay calm. Good luck with easing into the night and having a restful sleep. I'm sure all of this will work out, and tomorrow you'll do a little bit more to keep it all going. Sleep well, your compassionate Stan. Tuesday, 30th of August 2022. Dear Stan, days like today are hard because they drag on and fly by at the same time. You worked hard today and actually felt like you did some good work with some people who really are going through some tough times. It also meant you didn't get anything done on the upcoming conference, at least during the working day. But you did do a few healthy things. You had a delicious vegetarian sandwich for lunch. You sent an email for some works being completed on the house, which itself has been super frustrating. And you got down on the floor and cuddled Bruno the chocolate Labrador. So all that was positive. And you worked steadily on the conference tonight in a way that was quite effective. The only problem is you didn't get to do what you often like to do to relax in the evenings, which is to watch some of your favourite TV shows. Sometimes it feels worthwhile doing the things that are important to you, knowing that this too will pass, and before long, you will have time for your shows. She-Hulk episode 3 is coming out in the next couple of days, so that's something to look forward to. So it's tough. There's a lot to do, but keep smiling and keep enjoying it all. And you are a terribly resilient person with a big heart, so I know you can get through this. Sending strength to you during these busy days, your compassionate Stan. Wednesday, 31st of August 2022. Dear Stan, your fear and consternation regarding your health concerns rose today and kinda took over. You were busy at work, but the niggling fear was never far away. And it makes sense given you have the appointment this Friday. Of course, you will feel a lot of anticipation and anxiety about it. There is a very high chance all will be fine, but there is some chance that this appointment will lead to further appointments. So it's okay that you feel stressed, and you're okay in this moment. You are a strong person. You've been through the mill before. You have survived and become stronger as a result. Strategies to down-regulate the body will be helpful tonight. And perhaps try some calm, safe imagery. Maybe sing softly to yourself in your own mind some of your favourite Beatles hits. Just 2 more nights to go and you will get there and get through it. Thinking of you, your compassionate Stan. Thursday, 1st of September 2022. Dear Stan, well, you've made it nearly to the end of a busy week. Well done, finalising things with the symposium. Fingers crossed we'll get a good number of participants. And regarding Friday's appointment, you seem to be coping well with that today. It'll be over tomorrow and you'll have a bit more certainty about things. So, almost something to look forward to. Tonight could be tricky. Last night, singing the Beatles songs to yourself seemed to be helpful. So perhaps more of that tonight. And I think it could be great to make sure you make it to the breakfast with the guys in the morning. Roger would be a great one to share all this with. Sleep well and know that I'm here for you, always. Your compassionate Stan. Friday, 2nd of September, 2022. Dear Stan, today went well, or at least let's say it went well enough. The doctor's appointment gave you mixed news. Not the worst outcome, but there are still some more checks to do. And while that is unnerving, there is a sense of having progressed things along, created a little more clarity, as well as maybe a sense of what to expect. Your anxiety about it all is very reasonable. And yet you're also strong and measured, and you've found a certain peace with it all. You know that we have tricky brains that can be quite unruly at times and very threat-focused. So you know that will be the default content of the mind, the what-ifs and so on. But the mind is like a spotlight, not that which it shines upon. You love that line. And it just means that you're going to give this issue the attention it needs, organising those extra checks and so on, and then shift the spotlight where you can, focusing on all the stuff of life that you have on, the family, the work, the fun stuff, the music. Time will pass, things will become clearer again, and along the way, keep living your life the way you want to, the way that feels authentic and true. I continue to admire the way you're approaching all of this. Well done. With gratitude, your compassionate Stan. So there you go. What do you think? Would you perhaps like to have a try at some compassionate letters to yourself? Thanks for watching or listening. And thanks for liking or sharing this video if you feel it might be helpful to others. And let me know your thoughts, ideas, questions in the comments section below.